Welcome. This is it's not so green, so much of green shirt here, but I don't know. I kind of got used to saying that, but it's me, behind McCoin Media. Today I'm going to be reading Genesis, the first chapter in Genesis of the Bible. Um, so I plan to do this every Sunday, read another part of the Bible, and this is not only to spread the word, spread the gospel, a little bit, 'cause I want to try and do that. Um, but it's also, I think, a good way to hold myself accountable because sometimes tell myself, okay, I need to start reading the Bible at least a little bit every Sunday. I do it for a couple Sundays and then start to forget about it. But I think this would be a great way to keep myself accountable. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to do. So I got the new King James version here. I do plan in time. And remember, it's going to take a long time, but in time to get more Bibles, such as the Catholic Bible, the Orthodox Bible. What's that one called? The one with the Dead Sea Scrolls in it. I'll have to think about it another time. It starts with an E. I just know that. I keep thinking Ephesinian, but I know that is not it. Um, but I want to get all those different Bibles. Old King James too, because why not? Just so that I could have, you could say, a database of different Bibles. Have them all organized into different things. Have videos like, say, Genesis, from this Bible, Master of Genesis of like the Catholic Bible, Orthodox Bible, all of that. But I should stop talking. Grab your coffee. If it's the morning. Grab your Mexico made Coca Cola if it's the afternoon or midday. Not this one though. This one's special. It's 250 years. Happy this country has made it that long. But without further ado, let us get into the book of Genesis. Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void. The darkness was on the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. So the evening and the morning were the first day. Then God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." Thus God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. So the evening and the morning were the second day. Then God said, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb that yields seed, and the fruit tree, that yields fruit according to its kind, whose seed is in itself on the earth." And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass, the herb that yields seed according to its kind, and the tree that yields fruit, whose seed is in itself according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. To the evening and the morning were the third day. Then God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and seasons, and for days and years, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heavens to give light on the earth." And it was so. Then God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. God set them in the firmament of the heavens to give light on the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. So the evening and the morning were the fourth day. Then God said, "Let the waters abound with an abundance of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth according to the face of the firmament of the heavens. So God created great sea creatures, and every living thing that moves, with which the waters abounded, according to their kind, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters and the seas, and let the birds multiply on the earth. So the evening and the morning were the fifth day. Then God said, Let the earth bring forth the living creature according to its kind, cattle and creeping thing and beast of the earth, and according to its kind. And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth according to its kind, cattle according to its kind, and everything that creeps on the earth according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, Let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the seas, over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them. Male and female he created them. Then God blessed them, and God said to them, Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it, have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves on the earth. And God said, See, I have given you every herb that yields seed which is on the face of all the earth, and every tree whose fruit yields seed. To you it shall be for food. Also to every beast of the earth, to every bird of the air, and to everything that creeps on the earth, in which there is life, I have given every green herb for food. And it was made so. Then God saw everything that he had made. And indeed, it was very good. So, the evening and the morning were the sixth day. Alrighty, thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed your coffee and or Coke, or whatever other beverage you would have in the middle of the day. That'd just be my personal choice. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. No, I did. There's a couple things in there that I feel like are worth bringing up. So, I mean, for example, in Genesis 1:1, the most famous verse of the Bible, it does say, in the beginning, signifying time was created, God created the heavens, which signifies space was created, and the earth, which you'll notice is not capitalized. And so that, in my mind, signifies that he made matter. So time, space, and matter. The scientific community agrees that time, space, and matter all had a beginning. Interesting that his book already had an answer for that. And then everyone's saying, oh, it's just a storybook, but delicious. Hope you enjoyed that. Oh shoot, wait. Sorry. It's still like in the morning, that's why I'm drinking coffee. There was that, and then let me look at it again. Somewhere in here. It says in here, Genesis 1:9, Then God said, Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. So that signifies that water came before more celestial objects, such as, let's see, Genesis 1:14. Then God said, Let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and seasons, and for days and years, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heavens to give light unto the earth. And it was so. Genesis 1:16. Then God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. Well, it was actually found out that water, I could go fact check this, but what I heard was that it was proven that the water on this earth is apparently older than the sun, which the Bible said, So, again, I could be getting that wrong, but it wouldn't surprise me. And then, of course, Genesis 1, let me see. It's on this page. Genesis 1:27. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. All right, here, folks. The Bible says that the transgenderism is nonsense. You know, male and female. There is no Z's or Zims or any of that. You know what I mean? Not an attack on those people, just an attack on their actions, which a lot of people need to do anymore because way too many people attack individuals rather than their actions, which what I've read in the Bible so far says correct actions, but do not curse individuals. Anyways, have a good day. Have a blessed life. And by the way, have a great Sunday if you're watching this on Sunday. I'm actually recording it on a Sunday morning. I'm trying to do the Sabbath, which I actually got Charlie Kirk's book on it. Stop in the Name of God. I haven't been able to read it yet, but I am going to be limiting my technological use for today. Not that I've really been going all that crazy on it, but at the same time I have. So I think it would be good. You know, focus more on reading. You know what I mean? And I hope, you could do it too. Charlie Kirk said it in a very good way. A way that just made sense. And I'm sure his book will expand upon that. I remember I read, the book's like this thick, you know what I mean? I went to like a page like here, and it was talking about the moral, like bindings of the earth or something like that. I was like, okay, this is going to be a real deep read if it's getting that deep, that far in, you know what I mean? But I'm yapping now. I do that a lot when I'm tired. Have a good day, have a blessed life, and have a good Sunday if you're watching this on Sunday. And if you're not watching on Sunday, still have a good day.